Deliberations started just after 10 o'clock this morning in the murder trial of Nima Momeni. Now, Momeni is accused of stabbing the Cash App founder, Bob Lee, 3 times back in April of last year after a drug-fueled party. He has argued it was all self-defense, but could face life in prison if convicted of first-degree murder. Our Lauren Toms is in the courtroom with the very latest.
Now, this case is officially in the hands of the jury, and the waiting game begins this morning. A judge gave jurors additional instructions about what to do if they do come to a verdict and what to do if they cannot all agree on a verdict. Now, this moment marks a bit of a relief for the Lee family, who have anxiously sat through this trial, hopeful for a quick guilty verdict. But at this point, it's unclear how long deliberations will take or what a verdict will be, as jurors have asked dozens of their own questions all throughout this trial. Now, this morning, we did hear from Krista Lee, Bob Lee's former wife, who was wearing a necklace with a heart and a knife on it, symbolizing Bob Lee's wounds to his own heart. She said she believes prosecutors did their very best to bring Bob Lee's life to light inside the courtroom.
Got nothing but the utmost respect for our jurors that have a very tough decision ahead of them, and ever so grateful for our legal team on this, and most of all our judge, and even more so the San Francisco Police Department. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little teary-eyed on this one. Yeah, I think that they've all done a phenomenal job, and unfortunately for our family, we'll never stop fighting for Bob's legacy.
Now, Nima Momeni has been charged with murder in the first degree, which carries 26 years to life in prison. But the jury is also told to consider murder in the second degree or manslaughter, both voluntary and involuntary. No matter what verdict the jury comes to, the judge said it must be unanimous. Now, again, the waiting game begins, and we'll be on standby until the jury reaches their verdict.
Now, this all comes after the defense made their closing arguments on Tuesday. They told jurors that Nima Momeni acted in self-defense in the stabbing of the Cash App founder. They played a black and white surveillance video showing Lee from earlier in the night that he was killed. Defense lawyers claimed it showed him snorting cocaine from a knife. They offered that as a counter to the prosecution's argument that Lee was not carrying a knife.
He's holding the same exact shape, size of the knife that was found outside of the Caltrans parking lot. That's the knife.
Bob never carried a knife, and he would never do coke off of a knife, right? It's insane to me.
Now, speaking outside of court today, Bob Lee's ex-wife says the shape in that surveillance video is a collar stay, not a knife, as defense lawyers argued. We are all following jury deliberations very closely. We'll be ready to bring the verdict whenever it happens. You can see all of our trial coverage on our website, KPIX.com, and on the free CBS News app.